Mike, what do you want to talk about in the draft? What are some good?
I mean, I just couldn't believe that the Raiders, messed up basically like we thought they would
Oh, the
by
Raiders.
reaching for Farrell, and then essentially, the pick that they got for Mack, they turned into Jacobs, which is fine, but I mean, it's kind of hard to justify you traded Khalil Mack for a running back, even though they do need a running back. And then the safety they got at the end of the round, I don't know. I just think there's a bunch of questionable moves by this team. Also, the Giants, that was a huge surprise, I think, for everybody when the Giants took Daniel Jones as the first quarterback off the board, number 6. Those are the two biggest takeaways that I saw, like in the first round at least.
I hate the Raiders' first 5 picks. I hate them. Let me recount 1, 2, 3, 4. I hate
who is it? Let's go through the first.
Yeah,
let's go through the first 5 picks. I'm trying to bring it up.
At number 4, Cleveland Farrell was there, and I kind of understand the notion.
Quinnen Williams got taken the pick before, which I thought would be the perfect fit right there.
Quinnen is the best player in the draft, and he should have been gone, but Arizona's out here doing the wrong thing. But like, if you wanted a defensive end, I think Montez was a better defensive end. Now, he failed because everybody was like, oh, he got a heart condition. Then like a day before, he was like, nope, we lied. He don't have a heart condition. But I don't think
that's so weird. That's you could make a conspiracy out of that. Those things are so weird.
I don't think Cleveland was the 4th best player off the board. I hated that.
No, he was not.
Well, who's thinking that? Except for
went with Josh Allen. That was a no-brainer. You go Josh Allen right there,
sure,
or you go Devin White.
Trade down.
That's it.
I mean, what? Something. I don't know.
Sure. And I've never really been on the whole Josh Jacobs is running back number 1 campaign. I hate having that conversation with people.
He was the third leading rusher on his own team at Alabama.
I watched film on Josh Jacobs, and I asked people okay, look, can you explain to me why Josh is running back number 1? And this is what they say. They say, oh, man, he's a powerful back, and he's fast enough, and he can catch, and he has some kind of wiggle. And I'm like, bro, why don't you get a running back that runs people over, that can catch, that has burst, and that can wiggle? Why don't you do that? Like, David Montgomery is a better running back than Josh Jacobs. He's not as powerful of a back as Josh Jacobs, but he can run people over as well. I'm a Rock Armstead fan. I'm a Darrell Henderson fan. Josh Jacobs ain't complete enough for me. Now, I'm saying this on your fantasy show. I'm not saying that Josh Jacobs won't be a good fantasy back, because, fantasy mostly is about
opportunity, exactly,
or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to give him the ball. But in terms of draft, damn, David Montgomery went in the 3rd round.
What about I like Singletary. What do you think of him? He went to the Bills, right?
He's fantastic. He's Shady McCoy, but with a little more attitude, with a little more bad attitude. Why don't you wait and get a running back later and get somebody that can help your team in another place?
Who would you have picked at 24 if you were the Raiders?
Man, let me pull up this daggum list.
So here we go, guys. So the Raiders picks, and I got it up for the people that are checking out the video. Pick 4 overall, Cleveland Farrell. 24 overall, Josh Jacobs. 27, Jonathan Abram, safety. Probably not the best safety in the league. I think it went before. Round 2, pick 8, Trayvon Mullen, cornerback, and then round 4, pick 4, Max Crosby, edge rusher.
So look, peep this out. With your first pick, instead of going Cleveland Farrell, just go Devin White. So that's a Mike linebacker for you. Cool.
Right.
You get to your 24th spot. Montez Sweat is on the board. Draft Montez right there. Now you filled up your end spot or whatever, or your left defensive end spot. Okay, you got Jonathan Abram at 27, in which I don't hate, but I do think there are safeties better than him. You could have gotten Greedy Williams or something, the best cornerback in the draft. Now they didn't take him for whatever reason. I ain't gonna get into all that, but you can draft a receiver there. You can get anybody there. You don't have to just reach for a guy just because you like him. Because my big thing about Jonathan Abram, I think he's a good player. I think he's fantastic versus the run, but when you ask him to cover, now what? You know what I'm saying? And I just don't think he was complete enough. You could have gotten 3 guys that are complete.
Wow.
You could have got Jerry Tillery to play 3 tech for you, or look, putting Jerry Tillery next to Maurice Hurst, next to Montez Sweat gives people headaches. Gives people headaches on defense. But y'all want to go draft the running back and Jonathan Abrams that can't cover. I'm gonna leave you alone. I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah,
That team that you just described is like 10 times better than what the Raiders did.
Yeah.
I hate Trayvon Mullen. I'm mad that they took Trayvon Mullen at the top of the 8. They could have. Who else was on the board after Trayvon Mullen? They could have got Elgin Jenkins to fix their offensive line problems. Greedy Williams was there.
Greedy. I'd rather have Greedy.
Some people say he's the best cornerback in the draft. He had an attitude issue, but damn, he can cover everybody. Get over it.
They're saying he's not like he doesn't. He shies from contact sometimes. That was a knock on Greedy. He's an excellent cover corner though.
This is Greedy's problem. And I promise you, Greedy can cover anybody that you
looks like Chris Rock.
This is my issue, and maybe he does. So when you're winning and all that type of stuff, and the fields are good and the locker room is happy, then Greedy is happy. When it's like a big matchup, oh Greedy, you got DK Metcalf over there. What you gonna do when DK Metcalf catches 2 passes for 3 yards or something like that? Greedy's good. But boy, when LSU starts to lose and there's nothing else to play for, now he don't want to tackle nobody. He starts thinking about his draft status. That's the big issue with Greedy Williams. But he's a pro now. Let that dude go cover somebody and that guy not get any catches on him. That's how this works.
So that's why you think he fell, is because of his attitude issue?
He fell because he may not love football. But I'll tell you what, Cleveland Browns goddamn Greedy Williams across from Denzel Ward, and that's going to be ridiculous. And
that's scary right there.
That's scary. I feel scared just talking about it because Denzel Ward really panned out.